Melissa Rankine Seymour was born to Harvard and Burns Rankine on January 20th, 1983, of West Bay. She has one sibling, her sister Carol. She's an eighth generation Caymanian and has resided in West Bay all of her life. Melissa attended John A. Cumber Primary School, George Hicks Middle School, and John Gray High School during her elementary and secondary years of education. Following her graduation from high school, she embarked in starting her career within the financial services industry in banking. After leaving banking, Melissa had a brief career in telecommunications. Thereafter, she moved into the field of fund administration services. She currently holds the position of vice president within a prominent local law firm. During the course of her career, she has achieved the following academic accolades: certificate in paralegal studies, diploma in fund administration, postgraduate degree in corporate finance. Melissa is married to Mr. Eusebio Seymour. Together they have three children, Joachim, Nashon, and Nariah, which is their life's greatest joy. She is a proud Caymanian who wants to see positive change within the government and the legislation that will impact the West Bay community and the Cayman Islands as a whole for the future generations of young Caymanians. Let us hear from Melissa Seymour.
I can see the willows waving on your southern shore as the breeze gently whispers through the trees. And the song I hear you singing flows across the distant shores, and it seems to say, my child, come back to me. Come back home to your islands, for I long to see you walk upon my sand. For my shores, they belong to my children, and my children belong to Rankine.
If I keep that music on any longer, I can just keep dancing, you know. Good night, West Bay West. Good night, West Bay West. Are you ready for change? Are you ready for change? Well, change is coming, ladies and gentlemen, whether you like it or not. And that change is going to be Mario Ebanks come April 14th, 2021. Thank you, Mr. Sheen. You're right. It's going to be a time. It's going to be a brand new time. And it was time that it came. This time is long overdue. As it's been said, character is on the ballot this election. Character, integrity, discipline, determination, and dedication to West Bay West, to the district of West Bay, and to these beautiful Cayman Islands. We need leaders that are going to respect our citizens. Every race, color, creed, nationality, every gender. That is what we need for our MPs. That is what we need as representation, not only for West Bay, but for the whole of the Cayman Islands. The panelists spoke of abuse, and I agree with everything that she said. Abuse is intolerable. Not only is physical, mental, and emotional abuse intolerable, but it's the same thing for financial abuse. It's the same thing for abuse of power. It is the same thing for abuse of authority and your position in the Legislative Assembly, which is now the Member of Parliament. It is intolerable, ladies and gentlemen. without a doubt, we're going to vote Mac out. Without a doubt, Mac is getting voted out. Put that sign up, sweetheart. Make the whole world see it. As a woman, it is imperative that we have leaders who are respectable, leaders we can look up to, leaders our children can look up to, leaders that our young men can look up to. The type of behavior that we have been seeing is not the reflection of all of our West Bay citizens. That is not how we were raised. That is not something that we're going to continue to take. We need people with backbone. We need people with principles, with morals, with respect. And we have that in Mr. Mario Ebanks. Women, I speak to you as a mother, a daughter, a sister, a friend, a companion, and as a member of this Caymanian community. We deserve proper representation. And if you keep voting in the same people doing the same thing, you're going to get the same results. Have you been happy with the way things have been going the last few terms? Have you been happy with the representation you have been getting? Well, how do you change that, ladies and gentlemen? You vote them out. And you're going to vote them out come April 14th. You're going to put that X down for Mario Ebanks. You're going to represent. You're going to put in a representative, a leader, not a follower. We need to vote in men and women who are committed to our communities, committed to positive change, and who have the Cayman Islands people's best interests at heart. We have been lacking that for a long time, ladies and gentlemen, and the time to change it is now. This election is pivotal. If we do not elect the right people now, I fear to see what our future holds for our children. If they have any future at all. Like I said, we need people with backbone. People who are going to stand firm. People who are going to enforce the legislation we already have in place. And people who are going to enable new legislation to be put forth to benefit us, the Caymanian people. Not the special interest groups. Not the elite and the wealthy only. But the average man. The average working class Caymanian. We need to be looked out for just as much as the special interest groups, ladies and gentlemen. If the rate of development continues the way that it is, I dread to see what Cayman will look like in the next 5 to 10 years. It will be a concrete jungle resembling that of Miami Beach or New York City. That is not the Cayman identity. That is for another country. That is not for us, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to build the building so high they're going to block out the sun. You're not going to be able to see the sunrise or the sunset eventually. That is not the vision our island needs. People come here to see our beautiful shores and our beautiful people. And our people are not even the first ones that they meet. We are not in the hospitality industry. They have kicked us out of that. But we need to take it back, ladies and gentlemen. And you take it back by change. You take it back by putting in men like Mario. And that's what we're going to do come April 14th. Mario for West Bay West. Experience has been the word that's been thrown around this whole election season. We can't put this one in because this one doesn't have experience. This one can't do the job because they don't have experience. They tell us that in the Legislative Assembly, and they tell us that when we go and apply for jobs. That needs to change. How hypocritical is that, ladies and gentlemen? When they were first running for office, they were asking for our vote to put them in. Give your vote to a new candidate so that he can gain the experience and do the job for you. Yes, Mario doesn't have the experience as a member of parliament, but give him the opportunity to prove himself, to prove what he can do for West Bay, to prove what he can do for these Cayman Islands, to prove what he can do for us as a people. Don't be fooled, ladies and gentlemen. Change is coming, and that's why a lot of them running scared. Change is coming. And change starts April 14th. Miss Julie spoke about vision. Vision is a great thing. I have a dream. I have a dream that West Bay is going to now have true representation, true leadership. I pray that Cayman is going to make a change and sweep out these old, tired politicians and put in new blood. People who have our interests at heart. People who are going to do the job. People who have backbone like our Caymanians of yesteryear. People who are going to stand up and fight and say enough is enough. This is not only a dream, ladies and gentlemen. This is an attainable goal. And we can and will attain this come April 14, 2021. When you elect Mario Ebanks as your new member of parliament. I'm not going to take up any more of your time. But remember, it's Mario running, or it's not me. I can't take up too much on the time. This is the man of the hour. In closing, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to implore you, West Bay West, come April 14th, make the right choice. A man of vision, a man of integrity, a man of principles, morals, and a man you can depend on. And for the broader Cayman Islands, this goes for you too. When you vote, vote sensibly. Not for the popular vote. Not for the people we have been putting in again and again and again and again. Vote for people who are going to make a difference. We need change. If we don't change, this country is headed for doom, gloom, and destruction. West Bay West, get on your feet. Get on your feet, West Bay West. Make a loud round of applause for our candidate, Mr. Mario Ebanks. A loud round of applause for yourselves. And a loud round of applause for change. Change is coming. Come April 14th. Change is inevitable. And we are going to make the change that is needed in this country. God bless West Bay. God bless the beautiful people of these Cayman Islands. God bless this country. Thank you and good night.
I can see the willows waving on your southern shore as the breeze gently whispers through the trees. And the song I hear you singing flows across the distant shores, and it seems to say, my child, come back to me.